Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Kendall, and today is all about the color green. I had a bunch of green inks that I thought, St. Patrick's Day, why don't I just ink up a pen? And then I inked up another green pen, and then I inked up another green ink, and I didn't have enough green pens, so I inked up green ink in these pens. So I've actually got 5 different inks. My favorite ink I've got in 2 pens here, just so that I can show you a little bit of different line width. And I thought it'd be fun to play with 3 different types of paper. So 5 types of inks, 6 different pens, 3 different types of paper, and we will jump in. So the types of paper I'm going to be using. This is from an A5 William Hanna leather luxury journal. I've actually got a review coming on that journal soon, but it's really good paper for fountain pens. So the William Hanna, this is a Mnemosyne B5 is the size. Show you the name because it's hard to pronounce. Mnemosyne. Anyway, so we've got that paper, and this is A4 Rhodia pad. So we've got this big Rhodia pad here, and the camera's not big enough to show it. As far as quotes, I thought green kind of reminds me of Hobbits and Lord of the Rings, so I'm going to jump in and we'll write some just fun stuff. That's what I'm talking about. I should say, if I had a glass dip pen, this would be the ideal way to just show all these inks with the same pen. But since I don't, and I wanted to ink up pens anyway and use up this ink, we're doing it this way. So this first pen is a Dryden Designs. Not something I would generally recommend because you can't take the nib and the feed apart, but this one writes really well and I like the look of it. It is a medium nib, and well, yeah, what I'll do is explain the pens and then I'll dive into the inks. All right, this one is a Sailor Compass 1911. It has a Japanese medium fine, which feels more like a needlepoint. I've noticed I enjoy this pen more if I have a darker ink, just because it's such a fine line. If you get a lighter ink, it's just not great. When I bought this pen from Goulet, this olive green, it came with 3 samples of green ink. It came with a Rohrer and Klingner Alt-Goldgrun, Robert Oster Crocodile green, and a Sailor Shikiori Waka-uguisu. I'll put these in the notes, the comment or the description of the video. So 3 of the inks, 3 of the 5 are going to be the 3 that came with this pen. This next pen, actually these next 2 are Jinhao 80s. This blue one has a Lamy 1.1 stub, and this Jinhao 80 Burgundy has a medium Lamy. I got the Lamy nibs from Goulet and swapped them out. It's hard to do, but I highly recommend upgrading the nibs on these pens. All right, this is an Asvine V169, and it has a medium nib. It's nice and smooth, but it's a bit glassy, and it can have some skipping. So we'll see how the writing goes with that. And a Jinhao X750. This also has a medium. So the inks, let me tell you, these first 2 pens both have Diamine Sherwood green. It's one of my favorites. It's a nice dark, deep green. So that's what those two. The next one here is a Diamine, has Diamine Golden Oasis. It's got a nice shimmer in it and it looks beautiful. It's great. Only problem is it just seems to gum up in the feeds. I have a really big problem with shimmer inks in general. So I've stopped buying shimmer inks, but this is a great chance to kind of use it up. And I put a converter with an agitator so I can kind of shake up the pen as I'm writing. Then the next three are the three inks that I got with the Sailor pen. So I've got the Alt-Goldgrun in this one, I've got the Crocodile green in this, and I've got the Sailor green that I'm not going to pronounce again in this one. Okay, so we're getting some text down here. Just going to show you that was with this pen here. I'm going to get the same ink, but this is finer. The Sailor pen. This one has a bit more of a scritch to it. You can hear that feedback. Sometimes it's really satisfying to write with this pen just because it makes that sound, but you've got to be in the right mood for it. All right, let's see if this will cooperate. The shimmer has been blocking the feed, I think, so it's hard to get it to work with this. Try to get a swatch. There we go. Fun green. All right, here we go with the yeah, nice. Interesting color to it. All right, this one's the Crocodile color. Robert Oster. Okay, last pen. And I'll show these all on the other papers as well. The Sailor. I am not going to try and pronounce this. Again, anyway. Okay. Let's make sure you can see that in frame. Okay. I will cut here and write these out on the other papers and then we can compare. Okay, this is the Rhodia. Zoom out just a little bit here. Okay, so I've got the Rhodia Not sure that you can see any of the Golden Oasis shimmer. Maybe not. Okay. Got the Mnemosyne. And we have the William Hanna. Okay, so let's do a little comparison here. So you can see the differences. Ultimately, so just a reminder, these bottom three inks came with this pen here, which I think they match pretty well. Trouble is, it's such a fine line that it just doesn't look good. These are a bit lighter than I would want. I've quite liked it with this with the Sherwood, so with the Sherwood green. So those are some comparisons. Yeah, these top two were the same. Just wanted to show the different width, so I think that's pretty good. Okay, and let's end with a writing sample with this is the Alt-Goldgrun. I like the color. I also just like the pen a little more than these others that I've got. So let's jump into this. All right, and that should do it. Hopefully this was fun, seeing these different colors of green. Hopefully you can have a good, very happy St. Patrick's Day. Please subscribe so you don't miss out on the content that I have coming up. And please like this video. That would help me a lot. Thank you, and we'll talk to you later.